Hi, and welcome to JCMS.NET Video Help. Today we're going to work with judgment codes. To get to judgment codes, make sure your taskbar is open. Click on System Administration. Ours is already open. And then double-click on Judgment Codes. A list of judgment codes will appear. Let's go through each field so that we understand what makes up a judgment code. The first code is a numeric code, and it's literally called code. The numbers can be between 1 and 250. The second field is description, and it's a brief description. Like, for example, in our case, guilty. Guilty would be the description. The next field is dismiss. Now, this is important. If, when we issue the judgment code on a ticket violation, if we select dismiss, then the fine amount of that violation will go to 0. Okay? Court costs. In our particular case, court costs is checked for code of 1, description of guilty. When 1 is issued to a ticket violation, court costs are assessed. Okay. Let's talk about the state code. The state code is specific to the state of Rhode Island. We'll briefly review what each one means. G is for guilty. GA is for guilty absentia. DG is dismissed good driving record. DM is a straight dismissal. DP is dismissed by the police department. And PP is paid prior to court. And as you can see, we made a change. Changes and additions are highlighted in yellow. Okay? Let's go ahead and add one very quickly. And again, remember, we're going to click into the asterisk bar. We're going to start typing in a code, 230 for a test. Test. We want to dismiss it, and we want to charge court costs, and we'll do DG. Okay? If we want to save these changes, we'll click Save on the bottom. You'll notice that the changes have, the yellow highlighting has gone away and the save changes have been committed to the database. To print a list, click on the Print button in the lower right-hand corner. And a preview will be generated, and there is a printable list. And notice at the very bottom, test was added.
Hi, and welcome to JCMS.NET. We have an addendum to judgment codes. And what we'll cover here is the additional information that's been added since the original help was done. The first item that we want to cover is active. You'll notice that there is a comment for active, and you can make judgment codes now active or inactive. Naturally, what will happen is that they will, if they're active, they will show up in a drop-down list during dispositions, and if they're not active, they won't. Lastly, we've added judgment assessments. What will happen is you now have the ability to associate an assessment with a judgment. So when this judgment is issued to a ticket, it will automatically add the assessment as well. So if we were to take a look at, let's just take what we have right here. And this is, again, for illustration purposes only. Dismiss good driving after pretrial. What we could say is that anytime a 26 is issued, we want to add a fine. So we'll go ahead and put in, we'll just make it miscellaneous. Okay, miscellaneous, and we'll put in $33 so that it's rather odd and stands out. We'll go ahead and save that. Okay, go ahead and close. And then very quickly, let's go ahead and put up a court case. Processing. Pick a, here we go. Pick the first person that comes along. There's no judgment in here. And we'll go ahead and put in what we just selected. 26, and you'll notice, before we go ahead and make that change, there is nothing due in assessments. So let's go ahead and do 26. Let me just type it out. Tab. Look at that. If we go to assessments, we'll notice that there is a 33 there. Okay? And at this point, naturally, we could just save and close this. Cancel from here. Go back to our judgment codes and take a look at it. Thank you.
Thank you for using JCMS.NET Video Help.